What should you do if your former employee has taken your business name or your brand name and registered it as a trademark in their own name? Well, you should let them know that they're not allowed to do that. That's called a bad faith trademark registration or application. There is a process that you can follow to get that trademark removed. And this is one of the few processes that you don't need to go to court for. You can go to IP Australia, the Intellectual Property Office of Australia, in Australia. So you don't need to go to court in Australia to do this. New Zealand's the same. You can do it through the IP office. In fact, most countries, you can follow this process through the Intellectual Property Office in that country. And it's much cheaper than going to court. So all then you would need to show is your business name, and the person had worked for you, and they've now got your name registered as a trademark, and you've asked them to transfer it back to you, and they have refused. And so it's a pretty simple, straightforward process. They are not allowed to get it registered, although there's no checks, so they could get it registered, but it's not a valid registration. You could challenge it quite easily and not going to cost you too much money, I wouldn't think, in that situation. You could do it yourself, or you could get a lawyer to do it for you. Make sure that they are an IP lawyer or a trademark lawyer that is familiar with trademark disputes. It should be pretty simple to get resolved. And I would imagine that once you show your former employee what the law says, I think that they would probably give it up quite soon, and maybe even transfer that trademark over to you. So, yep, they're not allowed to do that. It's a breach of, well, it's an application filed in bad faith when they knew that it was your trademark and they didn't have any rights to do that. Different situation if a stranger comes along and files a name that is yours, or you think is yours, or you've used before. That's a different situation because they've got no obligation to you, and they can do that. Some unrelated party can file your business name as a trademark. My name is Catherine Warburton. I am the Legal Lioness.